Wednesday night, April 19th. RocketMortgageFieldhouse.com will have the details that you need if you need them. Otherwise, just be caller 10. And you got 2 for the Sandman right here. Good luck. 216-578-1007 to win. Or 800-348-1007.
The Alan Cox Show.
Questions.
Don't come here expecting answers.
Who can provide the answer?
The one big question is, how is this on the air?
We need to understand why that is.
On 100.7 WMMS.
From the dusty mesa, her looming shadow grows, hidden in the branches of the poison creosote. She twines her spines up slowly towards the boiling sun, and when I touched her skin, my fingers ran with blood.
Well, what a great song. You remember this song? It's called Far From Any Road. It's a guy and his wife who called themselves the Handsome Family. And they were a couple of hipsters in Chicago 30 years ago. Weren't getting a lot of attention, so they went to Albuquerque and started doing some stuff. But they used this song. I hope these two got paid because it's a great song. They used this song for season 1 of True Detective. It was the theme song for season 1. It was a haunting song. She's got a great voice, and he's got an amazing voice. I don't know what they're doing now, but anyway, I hope they got paid for that. But it reminded me of season 1 of True Detective, which I think a lot of people still recall as the best one or consider the best one. It was Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey. And it was a brand new concept, first season of any show. They're going to drop, I think, the 4th season coming up. It's Jodie Foster and somebody else, a couple of cops looking for stuff. But like Vince Vaughn was a bad guy in one season and people thought he sucked, and I liked him a lot in that. But I only mention it because Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey are re-teaming for a new show on Apple TV where they will play themselves. It is going to talk about, I don't know, the strange and beautiful bond between Matthew McConaughey. So this is just going to be like following them around and they're doing wild stuff and getting high and playing bongos naked, or what? I mean, I guess. I don't know. The series, I don't know if they shot this over the pandemic. I don't know what the big premise of this is, but this is going to be a show where they're, I assume, maybe going to be followed. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, they're going to do like a new scripted show. That's not what it is. The series will see their friendship tested when their combined families attempt to live together on Matthew's ranch in Texas. That sounds like a pandemic pod show or something. But 2014 was that first season, almost 10 years ago, that True Detective premiered. But they've been friends for a long, long time. So I'm sure it was fun for them to do that show. And even though if you might have watched it and know how it ends, if you rewatch that first season of True Detective, it's an awesome piece of television. But, I mean, not as awesome as Ed TV. Remember Ed TV?
Oh, yeah.
I think they were both in that. But listen, anytime, and yeah, Woody Harrelson took some heat when he hosted SNL because he was making jokes about
the vaccine.
Yeah, he's kind of a center right kind of guy or whatever. People think because he smokes pot that he's like some flaming liberal, and he's not. But who cares? I mean, I think Woody Harrelson's still funny. But everybody was trying to drag him or whatever because he thought differently about something. And McConaughey is that same kind of guy. I think they're very, very similar guys, and that's probably why they've been friends for so long. But I don't know when that show is going to be out. But they announced that they're doing it for Apple TV. Must be nice to be like famous and you can just take pitch meetings with streamers because they need the content. And they go, hey, what if we just do a thing where we're all hanging out? And they go, yeah, let's see how it works. And Apple's got a ton of money. Some of these other streaming services are really slashing their budgets. They're canceling shows that people were actually watching after like a season. Used to be a lot of these brand new shows would get an automatic 2-season deal. And I think, actors and creators of these shows were kind of counting on that. And then some of these shows would get renewed, and then they'd get canceled after they got renewed because these streaming services are like, oh, we got to cut the budget. I thought Reboot was one of the best new sitcoms in quite a while. It was on Hulu. And that got renewed and then canceled a week later. It was Keegan-Michael Key and Paul Reiser and Judy Greer, and it was a very funny show. They could have probably done a few more seasons of that because people were watching it. Baker Mayfield goes to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yep.
1 year, $8.5 million. That's a pretty nice payday, right?
I mean, not for what other quarterbacks are making. A lot of quarterbacks are making. I mean, like
but this guy's like just wants a gig.
Yeah, he's lucky to have the gig. I mean,
Right.
nothing to sneeze at, but if he had his way, he'd be getting more of a Daniel Jones type contract, $40 million a year.
Oh, yeah.
But,
If you had your way. Yeah.
but hey,
would you like
$8.5 million
That's
ain't
what I'm
nothing to
saying.
sneeze at. So
That's what I'm saying. For a guy who's like, just put me somewhere and I'll play. Listen, if anybody can replace the great Tom Brady, it's the fabulous Baker Bucks. He will compete with Kyle Trask for the starting job, whoever that is. And he went 1-5 in Carolina with the Panthers. Hey, remember when the Browns beat the Panthers?
yes,
Oh, boy. People are eating dinner on that for a long time. I don't know what it is with people and these dumb pets. We were talking about the guy out near Columbus, Centerville, wherever that is. They had to shoot his zebra in the head with a shotgun because it got kind of uppity. And now there's a woman who has been mauled by her neighbor's pet monkey. And I wonder if there's a way you can find out, go through. Some people are very close with their neighbors, and I think there's some strategy to that. Is you find out what's going on with them, find out if they have any weirdo pets, if they have any, kids who might be incels in the making, that kind of thing, right? I only know a couple of my neighbors, and to the best of my knowledge, they don't have any weird pets. I feel like this is more of like an out in the middle of nowhere kind of thing. But this woman now I don't know if she's going to sue her neighbor or what she's going to do. But this is a woman in Oklahoma where a monkey had escaped her neighbor's house. There's a monkey that they were trying to not let out because they probably knew what would happen. She's going to need plastic surgery after it essentially tore her ear off, or at least tried to. This is in Dickinson, Oklahoma. And she looks outside and she sees a monkey. I don't know if she knew it was her neighbor's, but this is one of those things where, boy, find out if any of your neighbors have weird animals around. This is a golden opportunity, too, for people who don't necessarily have any kind of training in animal control to always be at the ready. You can make yourself an invaluable resource in your neighborhood if you have some skill wrangling animals. Because then if one of your neighbors does have a pet monkey that gets out, you can get out there and help. You can do some damage. Brittany Parker talking about the monkey coming in.
I looked out the window and there was a monkey looking at me, and I took a second take and I was like, there's the monkey on the front porch. He was trying to get into my house, the little button that you push in on your screen door. He had broke it off. I was literally hanging on to the door trying to hold my door closed. He crawled, jumped up my back and landed on my head, grabbed handfuls of hair and just ripped it out, and then ripped my ear almost completely off of my head.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, my mom's like, oh, put him on TikTok.
Yeah, well, this monkey has been on TikTok.
So
because another one of the neighbors had another encounter with the monkey. And again, it's not a big monkey. It looks like a macaque. You know, that size of a monkey?
I don't know. I don't know my monkeys apart.
You don't know the size of.
You don't know the size of a macaque. It looks like a
How do I spell that before I put this in my search?
M-A-C-A-Q-U-E.
MACAQUE. Okay.
So they're not giant, but they must be strong.
Ooh, they look evil.
Well, right. But they must be strong. If
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like ripping open her screen door and she's a grown woman on the other side trying to keep it closed.
Their little devilish smile. No way.
The woman's worried that the injury would keep her from work. So she looks out and she goes, oh, great, there's a monkey owned by one of her neighbors. Oklahoma has no regulations prohibiting the keeping of monkeys as pets. I bet a lot of states don't, though. I bet in Ohio, it would probably be rare if a state did prohibit keeping a monkey as pets because they're considered domesticated. Except every time not every time, but, you know, there are countless stories of monkeys escaping a house. You know, we played that audio years ago, the woman whose face was torn off.
It's one of the scariest things.
It's terrifying.
It's so scary. It's it's part of the movie Nope, where the chimp goes crazy.
Yeah, on the TV show.
Yeah, and it's like that was scarier than the alien to me because that's something that can happen.
But that was a big monkey, too.
Yeah.
In Nope. Macaque is pretty small, Poundcake. Owning a monkey does not require a permit in the state of Oklahoma, and I bet it doesn't in a lot of states.
Wasn't Oklahoma where Tiger King was too? I feel like they got pretty loose laws on when it comes to owning exotic animals.
Probably, yeah. So she's she's kind of laid back about it. Yeah, I looked out the window. There's a monkey looking at me. And then I tried to get it out of my house. So I think they shot the monkey. Bam, 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 bam. Shot, not shock. And the monkey, I think, is now dead. But now she's worried about every time she steps outside of her house, what the hell is going to happen? How many monkeys does the woman have? Because if you don't need a permit and it's not illegal, the lady's not doing anything wrong right next door. But she said that she thought that the monkey had calmed down. So she left her house to go meet with the cops. And that's when the monkey jumped up on her. So she calls the cops. They show up. And the monkey jumps on her head, starts pulling at her hair, and almost tears her ear off of her head. So this is the guy out in now toward Columbus. He got his arm chewed up by the zebra. They shot that zebra in the head. Guy's in the hospital. And this lady's like, I got a kid who I have to let my kid play outside without worrying about if a monkey is going to, she's probably glad it was her and not her kid. I got to worry about every time I step outside, my neighbor's monkey is going to attack me.
Yeah, that's, I'm moving at that point.
I don't know why. I don't know, man. I don't know why people are so obsessed with
exotic pets.
Well, yeah, and again, if it's legal and you don't need a permit, like I said, they're considered domesticated animals. But
It only takes one thing to set them off.
But also, like, a dog can attack someone too. So
Right.
It's not different from that. It's just, man, I don't know why people have a problem with just dog, fish, cat, bird, whatever.
Like, I don't
They're
want
like, I gotta have a monkey. Oh, come on, man.
super intelligent. Like, it has all its, what do you call fingers?
I call fingers.
But there's like, what do they call them?
Opposable thumb?
Sure.
What do you
that's
call
what I'm talking-
fingers?
Digits?
What? Phalanges? What do you?
I guess fingers is fine, but
Yeah,
like
finger. They have fingers.
it has fingers and it can use all of them. Like, so no, I don't. Paws are one thing, but it's got fingers. It could pick stuff up and just like.
Well, no, yeah, we share 99% of our DNA with them. They're no dummies.
Nah, forget that.
But, well, they're as smart as we are, which is,
I don't.
results may vary. But again, it's just, I don't know, man. Because I'm sure the neighbor would be like, he's never done anything like this before. but it just takes one time. But I guess that's true of a dog or anything else.
But monkeys are just so expensive. Like no one.
Maybe not.
No one has a monkey that's just like, I got him at an outlet store and they're about to put him down. Like no.
I got the monkey outlet store.
Like
I walked right into an Ollie's and there was a macaque right there in all of the rugs.
You have to specifically seek out a monkey. Like you have to go to a breeder or something and they give you like the rundown. It's not an easy process, I imagine. Anybody who like has a monkey or a bird, a certain type of bird, they're like into it. Like that is their thing. They're monkey person or bird person.
Right. Chimpanzees are known to go for the testicles, somebody says.
No way, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
there was that other, like the birthday one where they they ripped the guy's nuts right off.
Right.
That was
because it's eye level.
20 years ago.
Right?
No, they're not.
Aren't you? They're down there lumbering around and,
See, and I have to knock one out. Like, I will feel bad for kicking it because I'm like, it's not intelligent enough to know I'm about to, like, kick it in the face.
Oh, it is.
But
you're not even going to have a chance to kick it in the face. They're coming at you fast.
I was like, how heavy are they? Like, people be picking them up. Like, Bubbles, I don't know how tall Bubbles was. Or, like, Justin Bieber's monkey. They always have it, like, crawling all over him. Like,
I think especially some famous people and maybe some not famous and not rich people think that monkeys, because they're so similar to us, is something that's going to provide a more human-like friend for them or something. There's something desperately sad about having a monkey. I don't know. But imagine if you are a species that is known for going for the testicles. Like, that's your defining feature. They go, oh, what do you know about chimpanzees? They're known for going for the testicles. They're oh, boy, they are ball crazy. Those chimps. Ball crazy. Appendages, is that the word that you were trying to come up with?
Yeah. That was
okay, someone helped you out with that. Thank you.
And
Appendages.
I bet you they stink.
Of course.
No one wants it. Like,
nobody's bathing their monkey on a regular basis.
Hell no. And they're crawling all over you, so you got that monkey stink all over you, wrapping their arms around you. You smelling their pits, little stanky pits that just been wilding around in the sun all day, buried under fur. Oh, hell no.
I think at the very least, if you have a monkey of that kind, do us the courtesy of dressing it up.
That is so cruel.
Make it a Mr. Peepers type situation or something. No, it's not cruel.
It is cruel.
You're putting it in clothes. You're giving it a monocle, maybe a top hat. I mean, you're not. It's not a circus bear. You're not nailing its feet to a unicycle and then making it go around.
Like,
huh?
It looks so degrading when they wear
There's
those
nothing
outfits.
degrading about being well dressed. Monkey or human? No. If there's going to be a monkey walking around, what would you rather have? A monkey walking around your neighborhood, let's say the chimp, and you go, oh, that thing's known for going for the testicles. Or, wow, Mrs. Reynolds' monkey is known for really looking sharp all the time.
And it still goes for the testicles.
Listen, I'd much rather have a well-dressed monkey go for my nuts than just some, hairy bastard running up and down the street. Yeah.
Please go crazy for a well-dressed monkey.
That's right.
No.
Who wouldn't want that? Put it in some clothes.
Hey, I've seen some pictures.
It's more degrading to have or less degrading to have a walk around naked all the time?
It's a monkey. It's supposed to be naked. It's supposed to be wild.
But it looks like a tiny hairy human. It's not like a dog or a horse or a cat where they're down on all fours. Monkeys running around, high-fiving Clint Eastwood, doing whatever it does. And it's walking. That's why these people like them, because they're so humanoid in their. These people opted to not get another kind of pet. Now, this woman might have a dog or something. Alan, my cousin, lives 5 or 6 houses down from that lady in Oklahoma. She's known around the neighborhood and is nuts.
I bet.
No normal person is walking around with a monkey unless they're making money off of it or dressing it up.
She doesn't have any human interaction. That monkey is her best friend. That's what I'm talking about.
She might have a trailer full. I assume there's a trailer situation. She might have a house full of animals. And dotes on that monkey.
It stinks. The longer I live, all of my fantasies just kind of crumble. Because when I was a kid, I wanted one of those finger monkeys, like everything. And
you and the finger monkeys.
The longer I live, I'm just like, I don't.
You mean an appendage monkey?
Yes.
I
just have no desire. All of it seems like, nope, don't want that anymore. Don't want it. Everything just crushes my spirits.
All right. Hey, man, only kind of monkey I need, Bill, is the kind you spank, son. Hey-oh!
So I should write a song about that.
I got to take a break. I'll have Leonard Skinner tickets for you. They're coming in to do a charity event at Jacobs Pavilion at Nautic. I'll tell you more about that and put you at that show. 35192 on a text for anything else. Get me there, and we'll be back.
It's the Alan Cox Show.
On our free iHeartRadio